Hello, good evening. Welcome to Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. My platform is designed to assist high school age and young adult males as they follow my basic principles to overcome obstacles from their personal lives and society to build their best lives. I believe it is better to train early rather than to fix later. So, welcome and thank you for joining me today. Hello, Salandra and Lynn. Thank you two ladies for joining. I'm excited to have you here. Well, each month I come up with a different theme that I think will help our young men. And today I am pleased that I have come up with the chains that bind, the chains that bind. And I guess a lot of people say, well, why did she come up with that? Because chains can be words or things that hold people down. And that is one of the things that I think are impacting our young people. There are so many things in life that are holding them down. So I wanted to reflect on that today, this month. But starting today, I'm talking about the chains that bound. And again, I know a lot of people will say, well, why did she come up with chains? It could have been, something else. Well, if my platform was dealing with young ladies, I probably would have come up with maybe baggage. Baggage. And then I would say, women have baggage. And the more obstacles and problems that they run into, the heavier that bag gets until they almost have to drag it around. And then until they release, abuse, until they release molestation from their past, until they release negative thought processes, that bag will weigh them down until it gets lighter and lighter. But I'm talking about our young men. And then I thought about chains because, I've had the opportunity to look at a pair of handcuffs. Those things are not light. They are heavy. So when you think about chains that bind, that can weigh our young men down. That's something that's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy weight on them. And so I want to talk about things that will lighten the load for them because they don't need all the heavy baggage. They don't need the heavy baggage. The young ladies don't, and the guys do not need those chains binding them. They want to go right, and the chains are pulling them to the left. They want to go left, and the chains are pulling them to the right. So it's hindering their progress. Our young men get stigmatized a lot. People are saying, nothing positive about our young men. It's always something negative, what they don't do, what they can't do, what they'll never do. And all those things are nothing but chains that are continuing to hold them down, those chains that are binding them, that are giving them negative mindset. And with that, those are things that we actually want to be able to change. And that's what my platform is all about. I want to begin to change those type things. So when I talk about those chains that bind, and these items that I'm going to talk about today, these are not just things that I came up with or things that people talk about all the time, but this is based off my recent research. These are the things that are holding, especially those 15 to 19 and those that go up to our young adults that are binding them. Suicide. Suicide is still there. It is still binding them, holding them. And where does all this suicide come from? Because in my research, I found that with our young men of color, suicide is the second highest form of death for our young men. We would think it comes from, police brutality or gangs or whatever, but it's actually coming from suicide. And the reason why that is so heavy and is binding them is because of, stigmatism from today's society, because people can be so cruel, as well as things from their past. When people have things in their past and they don't get over it, they're not able to forgive people because, the person never came and apologized. It was just like these things never happened. It is something that just eats inside like cancer. But, say that that young person was physically abused when they were young. They were molested when they were young. And yes, I'm still talking about young men, because although young men don't verbalize it as much as our young ladies, our young men are being molested and raped, as well as females. So of course, that is impacting their self-esteem. That's another chain. It is binding them. It's another chain. Low self-esteem can make you feel so bad. You don't want to get out of the bed. It's just like its cousin is depression. So depression and low self-esteem kind of like work together, because they don't want to have no get up and go. There's no need to try to go out and find friends, because they feel like nobody is going to really be their friend. It's going to be people that are fake friends. And, people continue to tell me that I'm useless, that I'll never be anybody, that I'll never be a success, that I'm stupid, I'm too fat, I'm this, I'm that. All those things bind. And why in the world people are so hung up on body image, I don't know. God made us all differently. And if he wanted us all the same size, he would not have given people the ability to make clothing and shoes and hats and socks and all these things in different sizes. They are for different sizes because there are different sizes of people. People have different tastes. Some men like heavy young ladies, some men like lighter young ladies, some ladies like big, healthy, bulky guys, some ladies like little slender guys. So it doesn't matter what size someone is. While people are trying to look at the outside and are judging people, they are hurting those people on the inside, because what they say and what they even think shows on their face. And so that is binding these people. It is making them feel so badly. People don't want to be friends with me. They don't want me to ride in their car. I'm too heavy. You're heavy for a reason. If it's not bothering you, if it's not impacting your health, I say go for it. But when it begins to impact your health, that's another chain. So if your weight is impacting your chain, that is the only time that I would say, hey, you need to do something about it, because overweight can change your BMI, and that can cause early set diabetes or diabetes. So those are the only things. You have to take care of your body. But body image is a big thing today. And then people get on with the cyberbullying. So because they see someone that's overweight or something else, or someone that wants to be by themselves, then they get all over social media and plaster the person's name all over social media. And I guess if you watch Daily Blast and you watch entertainment TV, Entertainment Tonight, you see now, and they did it to President Obama, but people can actually post videos and it actually looks 100% like one person, when actually it is totally someone different. So people can be hurt in so many different ways, and it causes these stigmas. So if someone has been talked to negatively since they were young, and they believe that it has become a mindset, and that is what they live by. So they don't try to go after what they want. They have dreams and aspirations. They want to do different things, but they never try to do anything else because they're being held by those chains that said, you can't be a scientist. You can't be a CPA. You can't be a lawyer. Who's telling you that? What negative person is telling you that? Because that person is negative. They can't tell you anything else. So these are different chains. You have people, you know, you laugh and talk with them maybe sometimes. When we were in the offices, I know a lot of us are working remotely now, but you just don't know. The person next to you could be someone that's homeless. There are so many homeless people. They manage to keep themselves decent to go into work or whatever, but they have nowhere to lay their heads at night. You never know. So it's not for us to judge people. So people are trying to cope. We still have a lot of discrimination. You would think we just celebrated Black History Month in February. So you would think all these accomplishments people of color have made, they have made discoveries that other people did not. They have, you know, paved the way, opened doors, but yet still you can go out your front door and are faced with discrimination. So it's still there. So all these things are chains that bind. I am trying to reach our young people. So share this video, share my book, share my post, anything that I can get communication to our young people. They can break these chains. They are basic principles that will help them get rid of the chains. They can get them out of their lives, but they have to want to make that next step. And you know, these things I said, I researched them. And these are things that this age group are extremely concerned about. All of these things that I listed, and even school and studying is on there. Because if you're not at your best and you're suffering from low self-esteem, you have negative thought processes, you're depressed, you're suicidal, you're not going to do well in school. And, you know, they want to do better. Because then when I looked at what's most valuable to this same group of people, guess what was number one? 83.7% of those people, the thing that they valued most was family relationships. And how many people go home and they don't have a close family relationship or someone that they can sit and communicate with? We have to begin to communicate with our children, not do all the talking, listen to them, really hear what they're saying. You never know what they are being faced with when they walk outside the door. So if you're not listening to them when you have that opportunity, you've been missing out. When they need you to step up and have that relationship and assist them, you're not really listening. You just want to get your point across. So we have to listen to our young people. Hello, Peggy. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you on. Another thing that this age group most value is friendships other than family. So yes, they want to have friends. They want to be close to someone. They want to be able to have someone that they can confide in, go have lunch with, sit down and talk to. But if people are bullying them or putting false information out on social media about them, those type things, excuse me, then they feel like that they can't, you know, step out and trust people, that people will hurt them in the end. And then I was kind of like surprised with this one, but this one was right up there as well. It was over 80% of them most valued school and study. So that tells me what I am thinking each and every day, that our young people want more. They want to reach their dreams. They have dreams and aspirations. They don't want to be held back. They don't want to have chains that bind them. They want to do great things. They have dreams of becoming scientists, astronauts, CPAs, lawyers, doctors, entrepreneurs, architects, engineers, everything. And they can do it. They have the intellect to do it. Smart group of people. Anybody that is as tech savvy as the generation coming up now, the millennials and Generation Z, they can do about anything. Because I think, you know, to do all that technology, they have to be on top of it. And if they can embrace this math and get all that done, and I know a lot of times people say, well, I don't want to do math because I don't understand why I have to know how to do all that. But as you get older, you get into the higher grades and courses, then you figure that out. You know, when you're in 7th, 8th grade, why do I have to do math? Why do I have to do no science? But then you get in the 10th, 11th grade, and you're interested in nursing or being a physician, a scientist, and then you see all this stuff has come full circle. Oh, I do really need to know about math. Oh, what? I really need to know about anatomy and the body and all of this. So these are the things that are holding our young people down. So what I'm going to talk about this month is not them being held down because they've been held down long enough. It's how they can get up, move forward, rise up. They can reach ceilings. They can do so much better. But they need family, mentors, educators, pastors, strong peers with positive mindsets to embrace and connect with them so that they can get where they need to go. I always say that I got from my coach, everyone has someone that has been assigned to assist you. Sometimes that person will drop right into your lap. Sometimes you have to, you know, pray about it, step out on faith, and just ask someone. It could be someone that's right next door, but you never ever thought about it, never really paid that person any attention. But if you see someone and they are doing what you would like to do, have a conversation. Can I buy you coffee? I want to talk to you about something. Can we take a walk, go up to the track and take a walk, and as we walk, I want to talk to you about something. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but you would be surprised at the number of people that are willing to assist our young people in becoming what they are destined to be. These are not things that I'm just making up. I'm just pulling out the air. Oh, I wish our young people would do this, and I wish no. These are things that I know that they are destined to do. They have a talent for it. I have featured a lot of them on my platform. I have seen what they can do, the artists, the athletes, the writers, the physicians, the ones that's going into sports medicine, accountants, educators. You know, I see them all. They are there, but they need someone to give them a hand up. So, like I said, if you are out there, please, please, please like, comment, share. Now, everybody is going to get on a Facebook post, Facebook Live to see what's going on. Most of the young people are on other social media platforms. However, this is information that their village can embrace in order to help them. And it can also help them if they would take the time to come on and listen and get these basic principles. But if they don't, the other way that they can get it is what? If you will share with them. So if there is someone and this is information that you believe that can help them to be a better person, to build their best life, please share it. Please leave me a comment if there are particular areas that you would like for me to discuss. And I guess you've noticed in the last, for this year, each Tuesday, I have someone to come on, a pastor, parents, educators, and the youth themselves to come on and provide that different perspective of how we can get to that next level. Because, you know, trouble don't last always. You don't have to always be down, but you have to be strong. You have to want to do better. You have to step up, get that person that's assigned to assist you, work with them. You do the work, and you can get the rewards. It's all for you. It is free. It is not costing you anything. So you should want to be a part and engage in what will make you better. So that is what this platform is about, is helping our young men. Please visit my website. On my website, I have my calendar of events. It will give you everything that's going on weekly. I have some great events that are coming up real soon. Many of you attended the Mothers with Sons seminar last year. It was awesome. It's coming back this year, May 1st. I also had Men and Boys Conference. That was phenomenal. It will be back in June as well. But you can read my blog that comes out every Monday. Also, you can find out more about my platform, find out more about me, Deborah Smith. So please visit my website, and also my web store is out there, and you can get your autographed copy of my book, Build Your Best Life. This is basic principles that will help assist you to be the man or woman that you want to be. About this, following my basic principles. It will truly help you. So go out there to my website. The information is on the screen to get your copy. If you want to get it in your hands right now, you can go on Amazon.com. If you are viewing from the Bahamas, we have copies in the Bahamas. Contact Anastasia Smith, and she will be glad to get your autographed copy to you. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to Build Your Best Life. We are about helping, not hindering, but helping our young men to be the best that they can be. I appreciate you coming on. We will be back on Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. I have Pastor Dr. Mario Ramos will be on at 9:30 a.m. this Saturday morning, so you get a treat. It won't be just me, but he is coming on. He is a phenomenal pastor, and he will be coming on to give his perspective and to assist and give information on getting our young men to the next level. So please join us here on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, and on Periscope Live Saturday at 9:30 a.m. and that will be March the 6th. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Have a great weekend. Be safe. And remember, as you travel on the road to building a better life, there will be distractions, pitfalls, rough terrain, and detours. Though these negative aspects of your journey may slow you down, please don't let them stop you. Keep going to be a better you so that you can build your best life. Thank you so much. Be blessed, and I will see you on Saturday morning. Bye-bye.